The laws of the universe, with its emptiness that knows no bounds. The universe, the boundless universe, majestic, vast, endless, never knowing its limits. The world of the universe, dominated by a dense mistiness, which corresponds to God, the creator of everything. All things thereof have their own endowments, which they do their best to utilize in meeting their aspirations, thereby achieving their consummation. The movements thereof, with their own raison d'etre, are guided by their own laws, and characterized by their own beauty, hence the cosmic truths. All things thereof follow their own reasons, are derived with their own reasons, conform to their own laws, have their own established rules, and are settled in their own places. They nurture their own beauty, enjoy their own successes, and evolve into their own immortal beings. However, working against their own reason, defying their own laws, rules, and regulations, they would get nowhere, be deprived of resources for cultivating beauty, be unable to bask in their achievements or reach sainthood. And disasters and misfortune would be befallen unto them. The sun, a round fireball illuminating the earth, glowing with heat, and keeping all things warm, wherein his nature lies. When it comes to yin and yang, the sun corresponds to the great yang, rising in the east, showering its light unto all things. He keeps them as followers who thrive from small to large, from outside to inside, from shallow to deep, transforming their own quantities into critical mass and turning flowers into fruits. And this is God lording over everything on earth, the heavenly sun. The moon, shining white, hanging up there in the sky, taking a free ride on the light emitted by the stars. She reflects it in all directions in the darkest of the dark of nighttime, from wax to wane, and then all over again, through all the nights and monthly cycles, year in and year out. She keeps her cool gaze unto the living world, protecting the common people and delivering a peaceful world. And this is the goddess of everything on earth, the heavenly daughter. The stars, shining stars, cruising along in space, dotted all across it in dense layers in the gorgeous universe, offering cosmic streetlights, gods from all corners never losing their way. With the blinking of their eyes, expecting you gentlemen to behave yourselves in a clean and clear manner, and showing the great way of the universe in his own court. And herein you find the crystallization of all things, the favorites of heaven, and the lucid thinking of man. Air, empty as such, without a trace, traversing the three realms, filling the 9 layers of heaven, without which nothing would grow or keep its well-being, even for a moment. Reaching the apex of the universe, being of the gas of all celestial bodies, creating the pressure in all tires, and the energy of all things. It forms the basis of all existence, the primordial gas of heaven, and the oxygen for humans. Great wind, traveling the 3 realms, and making the 9 levels of heaven shake, is the energy of the great wind. Its sudden movements and sudden lulls, and with air as its mainstay, with every single move or stillness, it urges all things to hit the road, enabling them to move and transform themselves, bringing them good luck or bad luck, and making them bear fruit. Hence, the interactions between heaven and mankind. Clouds, white clouds rolling, dark clouds covering every part of the sky, are the changes of the mood of the wind and its feelings, which are in fact those of God. When it is clear for 10,000 miles, herein lies the pleasure of God. When black clouds gather overhead, this is the release of his wrath. As the clouds open up and the fog dissipates, this is him stretching his limbs and soothing his mind. When white clouds are fluttering, these are God's dimples, and his love makes the world move along with it. As he feels happy, humans are blissful, and the world shares it with him. When he is sad, it makes everyone sad as well. And when God is worried, it worries all. When God laughs, people are joyful, and the whole world goes along with the mood. Hence, anno pax omnis. Thunderous. When thunder breaks out, wind rises and clouds gather. This is the romance going on between the wind and clouds, which is actually God's love in full swing. And fighting for the cause of the couple, here comes God's call, filling the sky and shaking the secular world, notifying all under heaven, warning the world of its advent. As timely rain falls from the sky, nurturing life and nourishing everything, it is the essence of the world and the vital energy of man on display. Lightning. When lightning strikes and thunder roars, splitting the heavenly courthouse, illuminating the universe, shining unto the world, it is the light of the Lord, the hellfire, and the descent of water. Water, the water of the world, as the source of life, is God's nectar. As God gives rain, nourishing life, the water is endowed with his spirit, bestowing wisdom, washing the dust off you, sterilizing germs and virus, exorcising evil spirits, and nourishing the world in an endless, boundless, and daily way. Earth. As a tiny cosmic component, this small globe evolved into a ball in its rotation. With a heavy payload, as it moved along in an orderly manner, it actually became the human habitat. As the Spirit of God has ordained, the worldly mountains and waters are interlinked. Its trees and grass coexist, and its humans and poultry depend on each other.